ஆயிடுச்சா? Happy morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the VGN Royal Premier League Prince of Arcot Trophy Season number 2, day number 4. A crucial match between MG Spartans taking on Don Bosco. Both the sides started their first game in a losing cause in a similar pattern. Bowled first, they have forced to chase a target of more than 100 and they couldn't make it possible. Especially with the one that's been played by Don Bosco. It's completely a contrasting performance against Fryer International, who are unbeaten sides, and they are the defending champions. Fryer International have scored 162 without losing any wicket. We've seen a century on the particular day. And Don Bosco have managed to score just 79 runs, losing by a difference of 83 runs. So this will be more crucial game for them. And most importantly, this is a special day to all the Indians, just to remember the sacrifices made by our ancestors and the heroes of the past. It's Independence Day in India, and we are in this heritage venue, Amir Mahal, Chennai, where the flags will be hoisted every single day. The Indian flag will be shining here. What an interesting journey it had been for this country, from the way they got independence in 1947 to the way how they built themselves a republic, a government, an organization, and a well-structured people management, as it is one of the most populous country. Such a great thing to look out for. Now heading back to this game, right into the first ball, pulls away and beats the fielders as it travels a long way. Fielder chasing down the ball, and this outfield is always challenged by any fielders as it goes for the boundary. A wonderful Thursday, a Republic Day, Independence Day special that brings us a boundary of the first ball of this game. On day 4's first match of this tournament, VG and Royal Premier League Prince of Arcot Trophy Season number 2. This week starts with a bang. That's quite interesting to watch out for. Straight away getting off the mark. Just pushing things under control. In terms of field positionings, there are two fielders standing at the deep, one at the mid wicket and the other at the long off. Rest of the fielders standing inside the 30-yard circle. We've seen the strategies being implemented again and again after refined process of watching games. Day 1 will be different in terms of approaching strategies and game plans, whereas day 2 will be completely different. Day 3 will be even more different, because as long as you continue to play the tournament, as long as you continue to watch the teams performing in this tournament, you'll be getting different ideologies, you'll be getting different refinery thought process in terms of placing the fielders. Oh, that's miscommunication and went on to be fumble in the middle. Finally, the fingers going up. A wicket falls after dramatic communication gap in the middle. First wicket have fallen as the batter walks back to the pavilion. Good start for both the sets as it started with the boundary. Now gets a breakthrough for the bowling side too.
Ultra luxury, intelligent ஆன VGN Kensington Towers
213 BHK in Kinti 1.47 crores இலிருந்து VGN ஓட ஆஃபர்ல புக் பண்ண கால் 04443439999.
Ultra luxury, intelligent ஆன VGN Kensington.
Wonderful start to the day. Since this being an Independence Day special, everyone will be in that vibe, as we've seen plenty of WhatsApp statuses, plenty of people around the streets walking with an Indian flag. That brings a kind of brisk to all those energy that the sacrifices made in the past. I think it must be transformed to the next generation, because it is way more important to transform our past, the stories that needs to be told to the next generation about all the heroes of the nation, about all the sacrifices, the way how things happen, the way how they managed to get this on track. Catches the call and that's taken. Fingers goes up. Wicket number 2 in the first over. It had started with a boundary, but it is going in a favor of the bowling side as they are completely taking things into control. Looks out to be a fresh start in the morning here, but not for the MG Spartans, but for Don Bosco as they've completed the first over for 6 for 2. It's a very good first over from Said Ibrahim. We'll be watching him in action in the next innings. Ibrahim among them. Now Stephen with the ball, another hero. Even I spoke a lot about his abilities to be calm in all the situations for Don Bosco. And he's one of the go-to options for them throughout the tournament of Season 1. And speaking about Season 1, it had been a wonderful memory in this VGN Royal Premier League Prince of Arcot Trophy Season 1. Now with the Season 2. First ball from Stephen, that's fine in the air, but no chance of that being a dismissal. Couple of runs on the board. Speaking about the way how the tournament got improvised, they've had 4 different groups, in fact 5 different groups in the first season. Now with this season, they're having 32 teams participating in 8 groups with 4 teams each group. This is a mammoth number and we're not sure who's going to be the champion. A better connection, but there is a man in the deep. Whereas this is only possible because of those sponsors who give their continuous involvement for the game of cricket. Right from the title sponsor VGN creating us since 1942. 6 it all the ball providers, 1x bat. You can use the promo code of Prince43 to get the welcome bonus. Nippon Paint, Asia's #1 paint. Nighthawk Energy Drink, Xinji, who are providing accessories. SB Sports, Carbon, Lance and Toyota obviously dropped out. Thanks to all the sponsors for making it happen. As you can see, this wonderful tournament happening in this iconic venue, one of the most iconic venue in Chennai. One of the most heritage structures that holds a lot of history. Continues to bowl with the left arm medium pacers. I've seen a bit of patience with both Stephen and Said Ibrahim. With these senior most campaigners bringing on a lot more value to wisdom and thought process for cricket field rather than going with full of aggression. I believe that both the aspects are equally important in cricket. There should be cricketers like Ishan Kishan, there should be cricketers like Rishabh Pant with aggression, energy on the field, quick thought process. Whereas at the same time, there should be cricketers like Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, who gained a lot of wisdom by their experience. Most of the times they used to handle things with calm and composure mindset. Mahendra Singh Dhoni is a big example of that. That's the importance of senior cricketers in the side. Swings and got the connection better. Just rotating the strike. Akain mentioned that this is the second over of power play and the last over of power play too. Whereas in terms of watching power play, there is one more option for viewers to enjoy the brand of cricket in this VGN Royal Premier League, that the players, the batting side will be offered one more power play on their own choice. Between the over of 3 to 9, they can take any one over to take the batting power play. They can choose that one over according to their game plan. In case if the team are not deciding to go with the batting power play between 3 to 8, the 9th over will automatically become the mandatory power play. That's the end of power play. Anyway, the first 2 overs of power play is getting to an end. One more power play will be used according to the strategical move.
Hey Toyota, play my song.
The cool new Glanza. Go awesome.
Like electric and petrol. I'm a hybrid just like you, and it's high time we met. Introducing the Toyota Urban Cruiser Highrider, the self-charging hybrid electric SUV.
Starting off to push the singles. Bharat with the ball. The man with the ball and the man on the mic. Both are Bharat today. That's high in the air. Catch is the call. Fielder under the ball, but only will be watching that going away from the fence. That's the first maximum of the morning. Who said power play is over? As this man continues to treat this as a power play. Prabhakar Gilnagar is the batter. I think in 10 overs cricket, you don't have much of freedom to treat power plays and non-power plays at all. You must go for the big shot. But at the same time, there is some space for strategical move in any format. You can't just go for big shots throughout the day. All you have to do is to strategize your stroke makings and place the ball according to that. Another big shot high in the air. This time, fielder under the ball. And that's a bit of miscommunication. Provided external opportunity for the batter. Mr. Prabhakar, you'll be given a freedom to bat on again. Chance number 2 for Prabhakar. Speaking about Bharat, the man behind the mic is Bharat Sivalingam, your commentator for the day. Whereas speaking about that Bharat, the Bharat that has been emotional for most of us. Another big shot, another better connection, and that is another maximum. This is something mandatory at this point of time for MG Spartans. Also, this had been a bit of advantage for MG Spartans as both the sides have bowled first. I was eagerly waiting who was going to bat first for the first time in this tournament. It is MG Spartans. So for Dan Bosco, it's going to be similar to restrict Prabhakaran from scoring runs on the board. This becomes an expensive over after the first two have been kept in control, as they were the key bowlers, Stephen and Said Ibrahim. 15 runs so far coming in this over. And speaking about Bharat and its majestic story. Tried something cheeky, couldn't get the connection better. That's end of 3 overs, 28 for 2 MG Spartans. Naveen, the new bowler. It shows he's a right-arm medium-pace bowler, but the run-up seems like a quick spinner. It doesn't matter for the pace of a particular bowler because the run-up is not much mandatory for every bowlers. This is quite good connection from the batter, Thiagu this time, as they get a couple of runs on the board. I think we gotta have a long chat about this particular day because to all those are valuable viewers who are watching these games, the VGN Royal Premier League Prince of Arcot Trophy season number 2. I welcome and thank you for all your times. We assure you that we'll be providing good quality cricket throughout the day because 10 overs cricket will always have some fancy things, will always have an engaging script that you'll be watching today. And along with that, I'll be sharing more stories about Bharat today. Not this Bharat, the nation, our nation, and the way how it handles so much of hurdles to make sure things to happen. Even with cricket, we've seen plenty of other things happening. In the pre-independence, it was not everybody's game. It was not people's game. It was one of those prestigious games that only Britishers will play. And few of those Maharajas and those ministers will play the game of cricket. From that time to the way it transformed to be people's cricket, the way it transformed to be rural backdrop cricket. It took its own time. Swings the bat. And that's a even much better connection and good stop. I'll say he saved 3 runs for his side to be sure. What a wonderful stop at long on. Just speaking about the way how Bharat became a wonderful cricketing nation, there are plenty of names to be mentioned for this history. Punches through the covers, miscommunication again. This is not a regular thing to happen. They must have better connection between each other. Wicket number 3. As this went on to be a run out, they lost a crucial batter as Prabhakar walking his way in the middle. Not a good sign for MG Spartans. 33 for 3.
உலகத்தோட முதல் கார் செய்யறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் தொடங்கப்பட்டது. இப்போ நாங்க 143 years. நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 143 years of innovation. இந்தியா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வேர்ல்ட் கப் ஜெயிக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 100 years தாண்டிட்டாங்க. இப்போ நாங்க 143 years. நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 143.
Catch is the call. And that's taken. Soft dismissal it had been. Now this time Prabhakar is being dismissed. We spoke about who was dismissed previously. It was Thiago, in fact, the run out. But this time Prabhakar was honestly dismissed by Santos. In fact, Naveen, who did things rightly. Santos, the new batter. 33 for 4 now, MG Spartans. That brings Amir, the new batter. 2 new batters.
Ultra luxury intelligent ஆன VGN Kensington Towers
213 BHK in Kinti 1.47 crores இருந்து VGN ஓட ஆஃபர்ல புக் பண்ண கால் 04443439999.
Ultra luxury
As they are trying to take things under control, there are 2 more overs left. One for Saeed Ibrahim and the other for Stephen. So they have to act upon for those 6 overs. In fact, for those 4 overs that must be kept in control. I'm not sure which over is going to take up for the power play. The weather looks breezy. No signs of raining, but at the same time, it is not the typical Chennai weather, all of you know. Anyway, that's quite good sign for the cricketers to play the game of cricket. And we've been speaking about the way how Bharat made its cricketing entry, right? In the pre-independence, when the Maharajas have played religion-based cricket, the Hindus, the Parsis and Muslims. And the 4 overs, 33 for 4. When British cricket have visited India to play the game of cricket against Hindus at Bombay Gymkhana ground, it was that one innings that went on to be the start of BCCL. Played by C.K. Naidu, who scored a fantastic century against the Britishers. We're speaking about the match that happened between British and Hindus, which happened in Bombay Gymkhana ground. In that game, a man who scored a fantastic century with too many out-of-the-box sixers. Imagine in pre-independence batters trying to score out-of-the-park sixers. It was C.K. Naidu who opened a lot of gates that ensured that India is getting its own cricketing brand, the Board of Control for Cricket in India. And the rest is history. India started producing fantastic cricketers even before that. Right from Vijay Hazare, Vijay Merchant, Mankad, of course. There is this one special cricketer, Mansoor Ali Khan Patodi. Played through the covers as no fielder standing at the sweeper cover region. Good ground coverage that saves 2 runs for his side. And then it got its own way. India started getting more quality cricketers, more quality spinners. Chandrasekhar is one among those key spinners. Bishan Singh Bedi. And in terms of batting, all we got is the great man, the little master Sunil Gavaskar. And obviously, one of those underrated names, Gundappa Vishwanath, Ravi Shastri, Kapil Dev, and a lot more after Sachin Zira. This seems like a bit of defensive approach from MG Spartans, as Don Bosco were looking really strong after those back-to-back wickets in the previous over. This is also quite confusing approach from Saeed Ibrahim, as I was expecting him to bowl the death overs or at the time of power play being invented. Hope he's okay. One of those weird deliveries to watch in a T10 game. Because for me, Saeed Ibrahim is one of those most dependent bowlers to watch out for, and you are using him in the halfway over where you could use your secondary bowlers too. So Saeed Ibrahim kind of completes his spell within the first 5 overs. Right, dot ball to end the over. That's 5 overs completed, 37 for 4 with 4 runs coming off this 5th over. $37 for 4. That's high in the air. Naveen under the ball. Bit of miscommunication. I was predicting this because two fielders converging together. I'm not sure about the calls, but both of them are looking confident. And end of the day, this is what happened. A life to the new batter. Santos gets another opportunity to go bigger as Naveen ML continues to bowl his last over of the game. Swings and misses out. Bit of controlled performance here from both the batters of MG Spartan. Still looks like a good total to complete the first innings. They could end up scoring some 80s or 75 plus. That's quite possible for them to complete at the end of 10 overs. And the wicketkeeper is providing a bit of luck factors for them in terms of scoring runs on the board. This time got the connection better, and the drought of scoring run is getting completed here as that goes for a huge maximum. And style comes from Santosh. This is what happens when you drop the catch. You drop the catch for Prabhakaran and he started scoring runs on the board. When you drop the catch for Santosh, Santosh started scoring runs on the board. So what matters a lot is never give opportunity to any cricketer. Second opportunities are always more dangerous. The cheeky attempt disappointed Santosh. He was not getting controlled over that. He was expecting that to be a maximum. Good work from Saeed Ibrahim, having a regular chat with his cricketers. That's high in there. Got the connection better. Another maximum sixer to complete the over. I was not sure whether he got this connection better, but it went on to be a maximum. 52 for 4 after 6, MG Spartans. Sai Vishwanath, the new bowler, being introduced to bowl the 7th over. If I'm the skipper, I would have used the Sai Vishwanath in the 5th over and will be keeping 1 over for Said Ibrahim till then. Maybe Stephen is thinking differently. And the biggest thing about cricket is there were certain space for criticism. We can't just criticize the decision of a captain because he'll be having different thought process. Every other move is a different perspective. That's how we have to approach the game. And the biggest beauty of cricketing field is it will be giving equal opportunity to all the modes of cricket, to all the modes of thought process, as long as it's genuine and you are truly honest with that. Swings and got the connection better. This is a very big shot as it goes out of the park. They'll definitely worry for that. Naveen will definitely worry for that, for dropping that simple catch. Look at the way how it's getting evolved. 3 sixes so far from Santos after the drop catch. It comes in no time. That matters a lot. Just look back the way how it all went. Sixer, dot ball, sixer. And again, a sixer for him. 3 sixes in 4 deliveries. This will surely pushing them into the back foot. As Santosh looks out to be in good touch, Sai Vishwanath would have never expected this to happen in the very first over he bowls. Another big shot catches the call. Long on fielder coming forward, and that's a wonderful take. This should have done earlier, but no mistakes done by the fielder this time. Ran forward and grabbed the catch. Santosh departs. 22 of 12 balls, 3 maximums. Did his job really well. 59 for 5 now, MG Spartans. $59 for 4. Pepin 59 for 5. As that brings the new batter, Azharuddin, in at number 7. And you got to speak about Azharuddin because I forgot to mention this name. By listing down the greats of Indian cricket, Azharuddin was one such greatest cricketer. Harsha Bhogle always had this fond memory with Azharuddin as both of them shared the same city. They both come from Hyderabad, and it was 1984 in a Kolkata test against Pakistan. A tall, right-handed, elegant batter, which is not a regular thing for India to happen. He was making his debut and scoring a wonderful century on that day. It was none other
உலகத்தோட
than
முதல் கார் செய்யறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் தொடங்கப்பட்டது. இப்போ நாங்க 143 years. நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 143 years of innovation. இந்தியா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வேர்ல்ட் கப் ஜெயிக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 100 years தாண்டிட்டாங்க. இப்போ நாங்க 143 years. நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 143 years of innovation. உலக
Royce and the new batter. Pardon me, rising the new bowler. Strong shouts and the fingers were going up. Look at the shock. Look at the disappointment. Everyone having the same disappointment. This is very, very, very lack body language in cricket. We've seen Virendra Sehwag losing his wicket in such patterns, but that should be rectified in this level of cricket. Unfortunate dismissal here for MG Spartans. As Amir walks back to the pavilion, the skipper, 60 for 6, MG Spartans.
Hey Toyota, play my song.
The cool new Glanza. Go awesome.
Like electric and petrol. I'm a hybrid just like you, and it's high time we met. Introducing the Toyota Urban Cruiser Highrider, the self-charging hybrid electric SUV.
Good start to the over. Placement was right as it is. The power play, no chance to stop the ball. Goes over the boundary ropes. Good start to Bala. The new batter came in straight away, started scoring runs on the board. And this is the beauty of gully cricket. You can't separate the batting order into top order, middle order, or lower middle order, or tailenders. Because every other batter will have the same potential. You can use them at opening and you can use them at number 8 too. That's the beauty of gully cricket in Chennai, in all over the country in fact. Since this being the power play, they should try multiple the number of runs being scored. Against a new bowler, Royson, 3 runs, 3 balls, 5 runs conceded. That's high in the air. Fielder, reverse paddling and grab the catch. What a fantastic take that had been. It's not an easy one to take on a cricket field, as you have to reverse paddle yourself as well as you have to have a complete focus on the ball. Wonderful effort. 65 for 7 MG Spartans.
அல்ட்ரா லக்ஸுரி இன்டெலிஜென்ட் ஆன விஜிஎன் கென்சிங்டன் டவர்ஸ்
213 BHK in Kinti 1.47 crores இருந்து VGN ஓட ஆஃபர்ல புக் பண்ண கால் 04443439999.
அல்ட்ரா லக்ஸுரி
Catches the call. Oh, the same fielder tried his best. This time a bit of out of control for him. Seems quite good with the way how things went. As you could see, the sponsors board behind the batter. Right from 1x bat. Where you could use this promo code of Prince43 to get the welcome bonus.
அல்ட்ரா லக்ஸுரி இன்டெலிஜென்ட் ஆன விஜிஎன் கென்சிங்டன் டவர்ஸ்
213 BHK in Kinti 1.47 crores இருந்து VGN ஓட ஆஃபர்ல புக் பண்ண கால் 04443439999.
அல்ட்ரா லக்ஸுரி இன்டெலிஜென்ட் ஆன விஜிஎன் கென்சிங்டன் டவர்ஸ்.
Decent over in the power play. Couldn't make use of the power play fully as it went on to be 6 runs and 2 wickets in that power play. Now last 2 overs, the conventional death overs where the batters must score runs no matter what. But the problem here is they're not having much of resources, MG Spartans, as they've lost most of their wickets early in the innings. It has to be the responsibility of Delhi Babu and Bala to take care of this entire 12 balls to make sure that they are making something productive out of it. For example, if they score 24 runs, they could easily reach out 90 runs. Off spin now. Ashwin, the new bowler, starting off with conceding that single. This is pitch number 1. Have been maintained pretty decently. One of the hardest conditions in Chennai, this venue provides a lot more values in stretch ball cricket for spinners, whereas for tennis ball cricket you can't much rely on the conditions, but all matters a lot is the wind support, as this ground in the middle of the city, surrounded by buildings and structures, a few trees around, so you can expect a bit of wind, but the wind is not going to be a huge impact in this venue. You can't just blindly trust on it. And we're speaking about the sponsors behind the batter. We started with 1x bat. I spoke about the promo code. Use Prince43 promo code to get the welcome bonus. Along with it, Lance and Toyota, Drop Thought, Nippon Paint, Asia's #1 paint. VGN creating assets since 1942. They are the title sponsor of this Royal Premier League. Nighthawk Energy Drink were the beverage partners. Xinji were providing accessories, and SB Sports, along with Carbon, 6-it were the ball providers. That's a huge shot. Got the connection better. And no chance for the fielder to stop that as it goes for one bounce boundary. A much needed boundary at this point of time. Just take back a look at that shot. Stepped out and placed it to perfection. Has no chance for the mid-wicket fielder to chase the ball. I think these kind of placements are actually adding a lot more values to the game. That is 72 for 7. Pretty decent over it had been so far. 6 runs conceded. The last ball is going to decide whether it's decent over for the bowlers or for the batters. Communication between the batters. On strike, Dilli Babu. Ashwin to bowl the last ball of this over. With one more over to be completed the first innings. Bit of communication going as they're arranging the fielders continuously. Yet to see Stephen with the ball. I was expecting Stephen to complete the last over, but not sure what's going to happen. Tried to bowl round the wicket, Ashwin. A slight bit of pressure on him as he started conceding those wide balls. It will always be a disappointment for any spinner to be outstanding in tennis ball cricket. But still he is outstanding to complete that over. That's 7 runs conceded in that 9th over. 73 for 7 Spartans after 9. Right, 73 for 7, 9 overs completed. Last over that's going to decide what's going to be the end total for MG Spartans to fix the target for Don Bosco. Whereas considering the MG Spartans batting display, it's quite good comparing to the first day's match. Because on the first day, they didn't got much of opportunities to bat on. As they were under pressure, they've been bowled out for 47 runs. Look at the way how they came back today. It's almost 73 in the last over. Oh, that started with a dismissal. As the bails were flying off, the batter tried to go bigger. Couldn't get the connection. Stephen with the ball, as of expected, started with a bang. Just take back a look at the wicket delivery from Stephen. That's what I've been appreciating right since the season #1. He's calm and composed and handling the pressure beautifully. That's a wonderful delivery. Bowled at the strong zone of the batter and dismissed the batter. As the batter walks back to the pavilion, 73 for 8 it is.
Ultra luxury intelligent ஆன VGN Kensington Towers
213 BHK in Kinti 1.47 crores இருந்து VGN ஓட ஆஃபர்ல புக் பண்ண கால் 04443439999.
Hamza, the new batter, in at number 10 for MG Spartans with one more wicket to go. Taking his strides on. Swings and couldn't get the connection batter. That will be a sure shot run out opportunity as the fingers were going up. Back-to-back wickets to start the last over. Hamza without scoring any runs, losing his way in the middle. Now the scorecard moves to 73 for 8 to 73 for 9. Just take back a look at the previous dismissal. As being a left-hander, he's been bowling down the wicket. That's been angled into the batter. As the batters were finding it too difficult to score runs on the board. Good innovation from the wicketkeeper because he was very sure that the throw must be bowled at the bowler's end. That's how it happens. Renish, the new batter. That's 73 for 9. Couldn't see much of impacts happening in the game as I was discussing about 90 or 90 plus. But this is 73 for 9. Renish, the new batter. Trying to make the least productive option and the most safest productive options by scoring singles and giving the strike back to the one who's been spending some time in the crease. Dilly Babu back on strike. Pardon me, it's Renish now on strike as he started the innings at non-strikers, and that's clean bowl. That brings us to the end of the first innings. 74 for 10. MG Spartans were losing all their batters. This one being Renish losing his wicket for 0 runs. Good one from Stephen as he brought his second wicket in action. Just take back a look at that. No chance for the batter to defend that. A wonderful bowling performance as well as a good decent batting performance from Prabhakar and Santos. They together scored 19 and 22 each. Rest of the batters failed to perform as of expected. Whereas in the bowling card, Said Ibrahim 2 overs 10 for 1. Stephen 1.4 overs 8 for 2. And rest of the bowlers contributed that part. That's 74 for 10 at the end of first 9.4 overs. 75 will be the target here for Don Bosco to win the first game.
Serving 2,000 customers in 50 countries with a growing team of 4,000, celebrating 25 years of digital transformation. Serving 2,000 customers in 50 countries with a growing team of 4,000, celebrating 25 years of digital transformation. Serving 2,000 customers in 50 countries with a growing team of Is your customer feedback as vocal as these fans? Choose Drop Thought to turn voices into valuable insights. Is your customer feedback as vocal as these fans? Choose Drop Thought to turn voices into valuable insights. Is your customer feedback as vocal as these fans? Choose Drop Thought to turn voices into valuable insights. Is your customer feedback as vocal as
Will be quite crucial. It's back into the second innings. Will be quite crucial to watch Woodfa for the way who's going to make it happen, because this is going to be an intermediate target where both the sides are having equal opportunities to win the game. And most importantly, they deserve to win the game as both the sides started losing the first game. This will be a crucial game for the tournament campaign. So considering all these factors, they must be looking forward to make sure to defend the total for MG Spartans, whether to chase the total as quick as possible for Don Bosco. The most crucial wicket would be Said Ibrahim for his quality batting display. I love the way how he used to bat. Said Ibrahim is such a wonder to watch out for. That's a wonderful view of this venue, an iconic Amir Mahal cricket ground where the match is happening. Typically a tournament host for many fantastic gully cricket tournaments, tennis ball cricket tournaments, even with stretch ball. There are professional tournaments happen here. Amir Mahal Cricket Ground have conducted over 60th World Cup 6 months before, which is an international tour where plenty of nations participated. As the venue offers a lot for all the aspects of the game. And you could see the sponsor boards over there. Right from Onyx Bat. Prince 43 is the coupon code you must use to get the welcome bonus. First ball. Oh, that's clean bowled. Starting off with a bang as the bails were flying out from the stumps. Kutti would have never expected. The Don Bosco batters would have never expected. But this is how it's going to start for the second innings. A wonderful start from Dilly Babu. Dismisses the batter. Just take back a look at the previous dismissal. I think this is how tennis ball cricket must be played. There should be some aggression. And you must try attacking the stumps every single time to get the equal opportunity. That's the first wicket of Ireland. 0 for 1.
Ultra luxury, intelligent ஆன VGN Kensington Towers.
213 BHK in Kinti 1.47 crores இருந்து VGN ஓட ஆஃபர்ல புக் பண்ண கால் 04443439999.
Said Ibrahim, the batter I've been praising for a very long time, right from the first innings, is into the crease now. Because I've seen him performing really well in the season number 1, the VGN Royal Premier League Prince of Arcot Trophy season number 1. Now in this VGN Royal Premier League Prince of Arcot Trophy season number 2 will also be a wonder to watch out for from this man, as he is one of those professional cricketers participating in this tournament. You could see the body language, you could see the skill set, you could see the style of batting. That will clearly tell you different stories that he is a very well talented. I could see two styles from him, Parthiv Patel and Yuvraj Singh. But this is not the right start. A nailing Yorker from Dilly Babu, positive approach. The way how he approaches the game is so fresh and aesthetic. You know, he'll be bowling outside the off stump, expecting the batsman to do so. And so that you'll be getting these kind of results. That's not going to work for tennis ball cricket. For tennis ball cricket, all you have to do is to stick on to the dismissal opportunities. Once the batter fails to perform, you should get that breakthrough. That's what happened in the first ball. Swings and misses out. Looks out to be fantastic over from Dilly Babu, as he understands the pressure of defending a low target. I've been speaking about this in the previous week's games too, the third day's games too. I love to expand the same topic today, the fourth day, because every time when you defend it totally, you'll always have an upper edge to win the game. We've seen that from the T20 World Cup 2024, plenty of IPL finals that shows low target defend a culture in T20 cricket. Not just in T20 cricket, it's an expansion, the continuity of the format, the T10 format. Played through the covers, wonderful shot. A typical cricketing stroke making that ensured the first run for Said Ibrahim, starting off the mark with a boundary. And that comes in style that matters a lot. That's why I always mentioned his batting. A pleasure to watch out for. Classic stroke makings. Just take back a look at the placement. Typically opened his right leg and then went on to the placement where no man was standing at the deep. Now the high elbow coming on to play. A straight drive. For just a single to complete that single. That brings Pratham Lander for the first time in today's game. Day number 4 of this VGN Royal Premier League Prince of Arcot Trophy season number 2. Plenty of other games have happened too. This is match number 19. As every weekend have hosted 6 matches each. Swings and got the connection better. Tried his soccer skills to stop the ball, but no chance to stop that. Another one. This time he's quite good with the approach. As he saves a couple of runs for his side. End of first over, 7 for 1.
அல்ட்ரா லக்ஸுரி இன்டெலிஜென்ட்டான விஜிஎன் கென்சிங்டன் டவர்ஸ்
213 BHK in Kinti 1.47 crores இருந்து VGN ஓட ஆஃபர்ல புக் பண்ண கால் 04443439999.
Santos with the ball. Catch is the call that goes over the fielder's head. The crucial part of chasing a high target or low target is your understanding on that particular chase. Most of the times batters were quite successful for high target chases because there must be the planning, which is very easy for them. You have to watch the ball and go for the big shot because the target is very high. Whereas for the easy target, you'll be just going on the floor. Whereas for those intermediate target, there will be double mind confusions, whether to go for the aggressive path or to go defensive till the 10th over. So that confusion kind of gives space for the team batted first. They were quite good at those defendings. So I'll always suggest teams batting first. Consider the target for 8 overs, not for 10 overs. If it's T20 format, it should be 18 overs. So that advanced thought process sometimes takes the team forward to chase the targets safely. That's high in the air as the fielder walks forward, and that is a wonderful take. Beautiful catch taken at the deep. Wicket number 2 have fallen. Pratham Lander this time tried to go for the big shot, but that is not helping him out to clear the boundary ropes. This is how he got connected. The timing was completely out of his control, and that's a very good catch. Even after skidding on, he took things under control. 8 for 2, Don Bosco. Pepin, the new batter, in at number 4 for Don Bosco. As Santos continues to bowl, both the new bowlers starting their campaigns with wicket-taking delivery. Starting with a wide delivery, wonderful pace here from Santos. He's generating express pace where the batters are finding it difficult to connect the ball better. Still, what they have to keep in control is this is power play and there are 3 more balls to go. They must try use the power play completely. Wonderful use of the wrist. That had been, the placement was perfect as it goes for the maximum. This is what I was exactly meaning about. Use the power play perfectly. And this man uses the power play perfectly. The very first ball he faces, Pepin, goes for the maximum. And this is how it went. It was slightly onto the pads, intention to attack the stumps. Look at this wrist work. As Santos is having extra space, you can place it perfectly wherever you want to place. It all matters about the timing that you're having in the game, as long as you're facing the pacers. Whereas against the spinners, you have to do multiple rolls. You have to work really hard to find it the right areas. Last ball of the over and last ball of the power play. Can we expect something bigger? Beautiful shot again. That's flatter and quicker and travels over the boundary ropes. A boundary to end the over. Fantastic shot from Shane Pepin that went on to be slightly bit expensive over despite of the wicket taking over. 12 runs coming off the over, especially this one. Not an easy for any batter because it traveled flat and quicker. There was a fielder at long on, but he had no chance to stop that. That's because of the hand power. Look at that. As of Ravi Shastri is saying, like a trace of a bullet, it went over the boundary ropes. End of 2, it's 19 for 2.
Hey Toyota, play my song.
The cool new Glanza. Go awesome.
Like electric and petrol. I'm a hybrid just like you, and it's high time we met. Introducing the Toyota Urban Cruiser Highrider, the self-charging hybrid electric SUV.
Prabhakar, the new bowler, the one who provided a lot more values in the first 5 overs of batting for MG Spartans. He batted really well, scored a couple of sixers. Now he is with the ball to accompany his side. And you can watch this man bat throughout the day. He's his most flexible and quality cricketer. If it is a stretch ball cricket, he would easily score centuries in 30 overs format and 50 overs formats. Saeed Ibrahim is such a quality batter. He's very good at his basics. He's very perfect with his techniques. And he's very classy. That's most important. Swings and misses out. Seems like Shane Pepin is quite a bit busy cricketer. Tries to go for the big shot every single time. And I'll always appreciate such efforts because you must have some batters with such a kind of carefree attitude with what Rishabh Pant does. That kind of keeps you in the game. As long as you continue going for dot balls, as long as you continue going for a bit of defensive approach along with the rest of the batters, then it's going to be a hard journey for the batting side. Every side must have 2 to 3 batters with such carefree attitude of just improving the run rate every ball they face. Those are quite good Yorkers from Prabhakar. We've been speaking about this special occasion to all the viewers out watching this tournament, the VGN Royal Premier League Prince of Arcot Trophy, season number 2. Thank you so much to all the viewers. As this being the day number 4 of this tournament, 19th match we're watching here. And this special occasion, on this special day, a day to remember for all the Indians, the Independence Day. Got the connection better. And that goes for the maximum in style from Shane Pepin. This is what we've been speaking about continuously. His attitude of going for maximums again and again. The busy cricketer mindset actually pushes Saeed Ibrahim to a relaxed zone. As Saeed Ibrahim could play his own cricket, his own brand of cricket. No need to worry about the run rates at all. As this man is taking care of that Shane Pepin. 16 of just 5 balls. Another better shot. Proper placement as it goes over the boundary ropes. A boundary followed by that maximum. And he's taking care to improve the run rate too. This is how you have to chase an intermediate total. There shouldn't be any relaxed approach while chasing intermediate targets. That's end of 3 overs, 32 for 2. Said Ibrahim on strike. Now the role for Said Ibrahim is quite fixed. Stay on the wicket till they win the match. Another formula is to rotate the strike and give it back to the set batter, who's really working on the run rate factors, because they need one such batter to play singles and stay till the end of the game. And that batter should be the most responsible batter. Then you got to go with someone like Said Ibrahim. And he did the job really well. Now it's time for the entertainment, as that brings back Shane Pepin on strike. 20 of 7 balls, 2 boundaries and 2 sixers. A lot more to come. Last over for Dilly Babu. Whereas Dilly Babu is one such crucial bowler, you can't take blind risk against Dilly Babu. Picked up one early wicket for the side. Now the intention will be to bring on the breakthrough by using Dilly Babu to bowl his second over. But this man gets his connections better always. What a stop that is! What an excellent stop that had been. A sure sharp stop that saves 4 runs for their side. That would have been a maximum for sure. But this man did magics on the field. Fantastic approach. Hope he's okay. Well, speaking about the attitude, the approach of Shane Pepin, this is the modern day cricket. That's how it used to happen. We're still watching this battle of opportunities that's been shuffling around for opening spot in Indian cricket team. But most of the time, it will be considered for the roles for Shubman Gill, Yashasvi Jaiswal, along with there are many cricketers like Ishan Kishan, Ruturaj Gaikwad for sure, Sai Sudarshan obviously. But the approach kind of turns towards the one who's having this aggressive mindset, which is Yashasvi Jaiswal. He's going for big shots right from the first ball. Of course, there are the other batters who are going from the first ball. But the mindset of going aggressive is quite ahead of the rest of the batters for Yashasvi Jaiswal. Because that kind of mindset relaxes the rest of the batters. That's what Shane Pepin is doing here. The required run rate is 38. Which is less than the number of balls to be bowled today. And he's very quick with his shot selections. That is one more over to be used as the power play between 3rd over and the 9th over. If the team fails to use the power play option, then the 9th over will become mandatory power play. You don't have freedom to use the 10th over as the power play over, as that being the last over of the innings. So keeping that in mind, they'll try taking that batting power play in the most crucial phase of the game. But my suggestion would be, try to take that power play as long as your set batter is in the crease. Because I've seen most of the teams failing to use the power play properly just because they use the power play after their key batter lost his wicket. Then you can't use that option with new batters who are actually struggling to find the ball. It used to happen for any new batter. So if I'm the skipper, I would definitely prefer to use the power play as long as Shane Pepin is in the crease. I would like to maximize his efforts of scoring runs on the board. .39 for 2 and 1 more to go. This have been quite quality over from Dilly Babu. Despite of that, one double came in that over. 39 for 2.
உலகத்தோட முதல் கார் செய்யறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் தொடங்கப்பட்டது. இப்போ நாங்க 143 இயர்ஸ். நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 143 இயர்ஸ் ஆஃப் இனோவேஷன். இந்தியா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வேர்ல்ட் கப் ஜெயிக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 100 இயர்ஸ் தாண்டிட்டாங்க. இப்போ நாங்க 143 இயர்ஸ். நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 143 இயர்ஸ் ஆஃப் இனோவேஷன்.
39 for 2 after 4 overs. Don Bosco. 36 runs more required to win in 36 balls. Baller run required to win the game. As the game closes its end phase, at any team might make it happen. On this special day and this special occasion in this iconic venue, the Amir Mahal Cricket Ground, at this VGN Royal Premier League Prince of Arcot Trophy season number 2. Obviously, the title sponsored by VGN, creating assets since 1942. Along with that 1x bat, Prince 43 is the promo code you could use to get the welcome bonus. Lance and Toyota, 6 hit the ball sponsors, Drop Thought, Nippon Paint, Asia's #1 paint. Nighthawks Energy Drinks, Stingy, SB Sports and Carbon. Thanks to all the sponsors for making it happen. Azharuddin with the ball. Strong shouts by the wicketkeeper. As that's not going to be a wide delivery as it hits the batter's pants. A beautiful placement that had been, this time from Saeed Ibrahim. Placed it at the deep square leg region, back to the fine leg region, goes for the maximum. The intention to score runs on the board still looks fresh and similar. Look at that shot. Rotated the body completely. This is typical Indian batting in the 80s and 90s, where the batters used to rotate the complete body to play the pull and hook shot. Whereas in modern day cricket, you could see someone like Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill just rotating their shoulders to go for those big shots, especially that short arm jab from Shubman Gill. You know, the game is evolving continuously, but the classics remain classics. And that's why this is one of those top quality shots from Saeed Ibrahim. Now the equation gets better. If it is a boundary, 32 runs required. If it is a sixer, 30 runs required in 34 balls for Don Bosco to win the game. On this special day, there'll be holidays for the schools and colleges. We'll be sending you a day by watching this match or sitting just simply on the television. I wish all the other brothers and sisters Independence Day, a day to remember for all of us, no matter how many years it passes. The history should be remembered, the history should be spoken in all the aspects of the nation's history. It was one such iconic day when a country with millions of population turned out to be an individual republic, and the way it shaped itself throughout these years, it's quite exponential growth. The efforts of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the efforts of Jawaharlal Nehru, Gandhiji obviously, and a lot more, including many from Tamil Nadu, Kamarajar, a lot more leaders who made things possible in terms of the way how the country is structured today. It's not much easy to organize a country of millions of people with population and few different cultures and different languages, organize every others and create a happy country is something that's very challenging for them. The initial phases, the initial efforts were taken by someone like Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. That's a fantastic placement. Stand and deliver performance from Shane Pepin. He's not even walking for that. He knows that it's going for the boundary. Just take back a look at that stroke. After punching that ball, it just came forward a couple of moves. That is actually his trigger movement. A follow through. This time it's not that much better connection to go with the flow. Couple of runs in this over as this went on to be a bit of expensive over. 10 runs coming off this over so far. With one more to go, 49 for 2, Don Bosco still maintaining the run rate more than 10 runs per over. Swings in, got the connection, but a chance to go for the second run as the fielder is chasing down the ball. That's quite good running between the wickets from Saeed Ibrahim and Shane Pepin. That's end of 5 overs, 51 for 2.
director, play my song.
The cool new Glanza. Go awesome.
Like electric and petrol. I'm a hybrid just like you, and it's high time we met. Introducing the Toyota Urban Cruiser Highrider, the self-charging hybrid electric SUV.
Starts off with the wide ball. 51 for 2. It becomes 52 for 2 after 5. Just 23 runs required in 30 balls to win. As Shane, Pepin and Said Ibrahim were marching towards the victory. Beautiful shot selections as the placements were really good to watch out for. Speaking about this particular tournament, the VGN Royal Premier League, it's been one of the most prestigious tournaments happening here. Plenty of teams across the city were participating in this tournament, almost 32 teams participating. Then imagine the kind of buzz that this tournament would be having. And the rules were quite simple as of a 10 overs tournament. The first 2 overs will be power play. And after the first 2 overs of power play, between the 3rd over and the 9th over, any one of those overs can be taken as a batting power play. And that 1 over will be decided by the batting team itself, according to the way how the game goes. A wonderful Yorker from Santos is trying to nail it. So adding to what we're speaking about, that one power play over's decision is going to be more strategical. If they fail to take power play in that time period, the 9th over will automatically become the batting power play, mandatory batting power play, as you can't have the freedom of taking the 10th over as power play. That's how it goes. That this went on to be a slight good over from Santosh, despite of what happened in the previous overs. Just 2 runs conceded in this over so far. As this seems out to be the better conditions to play the game of cricket, a typical Chennai weather. And it reminds us of our childhood too, a hot and humid conditions where we'll be going to the school to hoist the flag. After the flag hoisting, there will be sweets given, and then we'll be coming back home with enjoyment. 6 overs completed, 54 for 2. Starts off with a dot ball. Prabhakar to bowl his last over. Now just 21 runs required of last 4 overs. Still the equation looks better. The batting display so far in this innings looks quite good. They were way ahead of their oppositions. As Don Bosco might make it happen today. Adding to this, off drives. These are Independence Day gifts to all the viewers watching this. Stroke makings that you're playing. Through this live, to all those parents watching this match, or the students watching this match, or the friends of this place watching this match, it's always mandatory to tell the stories of our country, to tell the stories on how things went so far. Because due to this internet availability, due to the lot more exposure to so much of things, people are consuming every other international informations, every other stories on how Vietnam faced USA, how South Korean culture is transforming. Everything matters a lot, but at the same time, it's way too important to know about who is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who is Prime Minister Nehru, who is Gandhiji, who is Netaji, and way more than that. Those stories must be shared because the syllabus is sharing very least amount of information. Swings and get the connection, but as both the batters were changing the gears to second gear, and the mode is to rotate the strike as of now into the 30s now. Shane Pepin, anyway, that went on to be a wonderful partnership between Saeed Ibrahim and Shane Pepin after they lost Pratham for 8 runs. 50 partnership between both the batters. Another good over coming to an end. That 7 overs completed, 58 for 2, Don Bosco.
அல்ட்ரா லக்ஸுரி இன்டெலிஜென்ட் ஆன விஜிஎன் கென்சிங்டன் டவர்ஸ்
213 BHK in Kinti 1.47 crores இருந்து VGN ஆஃபர்ல புக் பண்ண கால் 04443439999.
அல்ட்ரா லக்ஸுரி
$58 for 2 with just 17 more runs required to win the game. Seems like the batting power play have been taken with the 8th over. With Shane Pepin on strike, this might be an entertaining over to watch out for, as they are facing their two fielders long on and deep mid wicket in position. He's watching all those placements. Shane Pepin, he knows exactly where needs to be scored. He's very good at scoring runs on the leg side. Swings and got the connection. Catches the call as that beats a fielder comfortably, goes for the boundary. This is the way you have to use the power play. Starts off with the boundary to the power play over Shane Pepin. It is against Azharuddin. Look at the stroke making. And this is how it happened. The shots makings were very quick. It's flat, but even the fielder couldn't stop that because it's very quick. This time swings the bat and got the connection better. Will be just a single, just 12 more runs required to win the game. It's a matter of 2 maximums from here for Don Bosco. Could easily connect with the previous game for Don Bosco with the way how they lost their first battle to the way how they came back stronger against Fryer International. It's really challenging for any team to fight on, as they are the defending champions, unbeaten sides of the tournament ever since the first season. I'm going to look at the numbers of VGN Royal Premier League Prince of Arcot Trophy season number 1. But before that, this shot should be praised in high standards. This is top quality cricket from Saeed Ibrahim. We've seen him doing that quite often, but this time it's in the grounded level. A typical power play batting style. That's the most crucial part. He's not finding it in the air. Look at that. Placed it into the ground between the two fielders, and that travels slowly to the boundary ropes. Most satisfying thing to do is to play the counter between the two fielders. 8 more to win the game. Looks out to be quite expensive over this power play have been. 9 runs conceded so far. Another better connection on that region. Will be going just for single. That brings back Shane Pepin on strike. Could he be able to change this game in 1 ball? Because 1 sixer could level the scores, and then 1 more to win the game. As Don Bosco were looking in firm touch today. Got his connection better. will just be a single. They would have gone for the second run if they ran the first run quicker. That's the way you must run your first run quicker. Now just 6 more runs to win the game. Swings and misses out. Dot ball to end the over. That's 8 overs completed, 69 for 2.
உலகத்தோட முதல் கார் செய்யறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் தொடங்கப்பட்டது. இப்போ நாங்க 143 years. நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 143 years of innovation. இந்தியா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வேர்ல்ட் கப் ஜெயிக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 100 years தாண்டிட்டாங்க. இப்போ நாங்க 143 years. நிப்பான் பெயிண்ட் 143 years of innovation.
69 for 2. 6 more to win the game. Saeed Ibrahim and Shane Pepin made sure that they won the game. 61 runs partnership. A responsible partnership that saves the game for them. Now 6 to win. Shane Pepin on strike. Hannes Raja with the ball. A new bowler. Starting with the wide ball. Now a maximum will be a comfortable into the game for Don Bosco to open their account in the points table race. Swings and got the connection better. And that's a boundary as the score was well level now. The 1 to win for Don Bosco. 74 for 2 it is. Well, that seems like the end of this game. As the first ball went on to be a wide delivery. As the hands were being shaken. Yeah, that's how it must be. 1 more to win the game. Early celebration here from Don Bosco. Opportunity for Shane Pepin to make it more into numbers. He's 41 of 21. 5 boundaries and 2 sixers for his name. But whereas for someone like Saeed Ibrahim, he contributed both with the bat and with the ball, who will be valued equally as of Shane Pepin. He was 10 for 1 in his 2 overs. Stephen 8 for 2 in his 1.4 over. And rest of the bowlers, Sai Vishwanath and Raisen, have contributed well. Hannes Raja with the ball. Right, all the fielders are marching in. 1 to win the game, slips on. That's high in the air, catches the call. And that's a huge sixer to finish things off. Don Bosco are winning the match in style as Shane Pepin hits the winning sixer. 47 runs for his name of just 22 balls, along with Saeed Ibrahim. 25 runs, 24 balls for both the batters have won the game. Dilli Babu did really well. Santos did really well with the bat, but the rest of the bowlers couldn't control the batters scoring runs on the board. Shane Pepin will surely get the player of the match and best batter award today. Let's wait and watch what are all the awards to be presented in the post-match presentation. That's a wonderful match in which Don Bosco have beaten up MG Spartans by a difference of 8 wickets. Join us with the post-match presentation. சொல்லிட்டேண்ணா.
Hey Toyota, play my song.
The cool new Glanza. Go awesome.
Like electric and petrol. I'm a hybrid just like you, and it's high time we met. Introducing the Toyota Urban Cruiser Highrider, the self-charging hybrid electric SUV.